Oh, why? It's Ian Simpson. It's obviously going to be... Oh, my days.
How does he do it? Every time.
Oh, man.
I said maybe the variance was changing for him on the feature last time against Y, but
Not a chance.
forget that. Just Rivers quads. And Y with the flop nuts is going to be gone. Third pot left. Ian...
Can't do anything else but
He's just sitting there saying, say the words, say the words, say you're all in. There's the all in.
Snap.
Ian Simpson with the snap. Quad sevens. Why can't believe his luck.
The quads.
And we have a new chip leader in the high roller. Ian Simpson. Quads on the river. Don't mind if I do.
Oh. The rent for this table's just gone up, by the way. Ian.
It went down. It's gone up again.
Wow.
Jack 10 of clubs for Arian here in the cut-off. 9 big blinds. Time to run it. He does leave himself some chips back just in case some fireworks occur behind us. An ace jack of hearts for Abdul Qadir. Is it finally going to be the time that this bubble bursts? Because Abdul's not folding. Cut-off jam from Arian. This is well ahead of range. Will dominate a large proportion as well. Bank used. And does choose to go for the ISO. And Yazoo, King Jack off, has to fold in the blinds, and Arian not going to leave himself with 4 bigs, so we'll be calling this off with the Jack 10 of clubs. And is this the time that the bubble finally goes? So here we go. Arian needs a 10 or some clubs. Clubs will work as well. We're robbed of the 10, but we don't mind because we pick up this flush draw. Turn card. 8 of hearts. Not changing anything. Yes, Abdul picks up the nut flush draw, but it doesn't mean anything. Arian still needs a club. Oh, and he's only gone and found it on the river. Queen of clubs. Arian just will not die. He will not bust this tournament. He's now got 635k, north of 20 bigs. This man had 2.5 BBs less than an hour ago, and now...
I didn't win the tuber. I had 2,000.
It's us. It's me and him with a slight difference. We managed to get the stream back on. The table is still not fixed. We think it's a motherboard problem on the table, so apologies for that to start with. But for the duration of the final 5, we don't have hole cards because the table for some reason is not picking up. That is going to be fixed overnight, so we're going to stay overnight, get it fixed. This lad, obviously, with his job and the amazing job that he does, it's going to be totally different. So what we're going to do, we're going to give the information out, we're going to keep in tabs with all the table, we're going to make it as entertaining as we can, which is like watching Man United's defence today. But, well, look at today with the Southampton, you had a sweat.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You had a right come running in, he said the 2-1 up, the 2-1 up, he said the 2-1 up, he came running in.
And the other thing, that bloody Salah, the amount of people that got him captain this week in my league.
Salah.
Not good. Salah, yeah,
Really?
he got 2, so not good.
So obviously, with the no-hole cards, it won't be the analysis that Jay's used to. So what we're going to do is we are going to do quite a few giveaways. We've still got loads of tickets from online. So thanks to Tom for that with the 2 weeks. So we'll flick in a few questions for you guys with the quizzes and what have you, as we always do. The Jay and Tower thinks, and we'll bring back the action as much as we can. But obviously, without the whole cards, this guy's job's a little bit hard, shall we say. I can talk nonsense forever. I've done it. It's like going back to old school. It's like, Tower, over to you. But we will get through, and it's nice to be back with the table. There are 5 I need to run through, actually, where everybody disappeared to. Not seeing much of the action around the table while obviously we moved.
I can give everyone a quick rundown.
Okay.
A rundown. So obviously when we left the stream, we had 8 players remaining. Cheng ended up busting, called an open from Adam Bonham. Adam Bonham opened a6 of spades. Cheng called King Jack suited. It comes 6 high, 2 spades. Check, King on the turn. I believe it went bet. It went bet Adam flop. Calls the Cheng. King on the turn, check, and then Adam shoved the 6 river and had a6 suited. So Chen called King Jack. Then Matt Bonham got it in against Adam Bonham. Aces versus Ace Queen Tower, and the flop come 9 8 3 rainbow. 10 turn Jack River. So Adam Bonham cracked Matt Bonham's aces with Ace Queen.
Oh, Bonham.
And then
in 6th.
Was Seb Young, who was short, and I can't remember the hand. Trying to think.
Was he just hanging on?
Oh, I know. I do remember the hand. He opened under the gun.
Yep.
Tony defended in the big blind. 7-4 of clubs. It come ace-5 deuce, all clubs. Seb had ace-10, was short. Got it in versus Tony and was drawing to runners. And then that leaves us with the final 5. So they're the 3 bust-outs. I was watching it on the outer table, guys, so I could relay some information about the all-ins.
But you have a big job to do right now.
What's my job?
Because we have a password to give away, because we've got a free roll at 6, which
late.
is half an hour.
Late.
Which is in half an hour's time.
The free roll password is
it a cryptic one?
Cats UK.
Eh?
Cats UK.
Cats UK.
Like the musical?
Well, it could be. So Cats UK is the password for everybody on Grosvenor Poker. Get yourself onto Grosvenor Poker. There is a free roll, and it's a 300 free roll this time.
Yep.
Not 250. So there's 300. So the password is Cats UK. So get yourselves in Cats UK. We'll copy and paste that, and we'll do that, give that out on a regular basis, because you've only got half an hour to get in. That's the latest we'll ever get one of those out.
So Adam all-in with the pocket 5s, Tony with the ace king. So we are flipping here, first hand back after the break.
Tony, 2 million chips. 13 to 2 he was. Lucky old Liverpool, says Curtis. Down doing their bit. I'm not being funny. I'm not, because obviously we had a bit of time off while Paul was back to the
That's a good
flop. What a flop!
Just a straight flush draw. How about it? Straight flush on the turn.
Straight flush for Adam to survive. Go on then. Go on then, he says. Wow.
Yeah, so the reason you could see whole cards there is because it was an all-in and a call, and when they're on the back, the action tracker will input them so they come up on the graphic for us. But if we aren't at an all-in and a call, we will not be able to see whole cards, guys.
Correct. So I don't even know if are they 48 cards or are they normal?
They're just normal cards. We don't even got the RFID ones on. I took it. That's what's actually happened. I took the only 2 decks of RFID cards back to the hotel to play Kaluki, and I forgot them.
Ali, have you got the Kaluki cards? It only costs to flip them over. I'm not being funny. So we get a bit of time off while PK's got all the tabletop off and everything like that, trying to fix it all. How was that a penalty in the Southampton match?
I haven't seen it. Oh, I don't. What, for Liverpool?
No, for Southampton.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
How? The guy was outside the box completely. Anyway, it was a weird one. So we're going to go to a giveaway very shortly. We know there's no hole cards. People will be coming in all the times. Why can't we see the cards? We can't mention it too many times.
We need like a little button with a disclaimer, save our
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah. Gully Math's treble is still on. What's that?
No hole cards. Is this the dog and duck?
Yeah. What's the treble?
He just needs a Man U win.
You just need a Man U win. Well, that's nailed on, isn't it? Liverpool, Leeds and Man United, both teams to score and win. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. So, we don't expect... What are we on? 5 players?
Yeah,
3 hours?
3-4 hours, Tower. Yeah, I'd be surprised if this went on longer than 10.
Yeah.
Now at a 40-minute clock as well. So at the end of this session, we'll come back, play in 50k big blind, and then that session is the session I do expect this to finish. And here we go again. We got an all-in and a call.
And that's Thomas Clack and Adam Bonham.
So just waiting for the hole cards to be input for us, that we know what we're working with.
Thank you very much to Action Tracker Mikey. That's not an easy job either. So there we go. Ace King spades for Thomas and pocket tens for Adam.
How about deuce for a chop?
Oh, imagine it's not. It's a 6. So Thomas Clack, who was chip leader coming to the final 9, has been eliminated in 5th place. Well done, sir. Great effort. Thomas Clack finishing in 5th for £6,400. And Thomas Clack with the points there. Where would he end up there? Thomas Clack, where is he? 6th. Won't be catching Abdul Qadir, but he's got quite a few points there. We'll try and work out the points of where Thomas Clack got there. So well done, Thomas, closing the gap on Abdul for the 15k package.
Mad Turk there as well, Tower. Look,
Where is he?
he is 460.
11th, oh yes.
Obviously, just probably going to be beneficial for him, the points in terms of how high he finishes up the leaderboard. The 10k
Yeah.
package looks locked. He's never catching Abdul.
Yeah. Seb Young as well, we got point, but Lin Chen's still in.
Yeah.
So the one that loses there
is Ravi.
is Ravi, who's on holiday.
Oh, he's on holiday.
He's still on holiday.
And even if you look below Ravi,
yeah.
Zicheng,
Oh yes, he's got points as well.
final tabled as well.
Yep.
But still really deep here, guys. Four-handed. Yes, Lin Chen is short, but the rest of them stacked up.
They are. Well, we can tell you with the points as well. Thomas Clack has just got 16.9 points for 5th. So I can quickly go back to that. 16.9 points for Thomas. 16 makes him 662. 662 for that. Seb finished in 6th. He got 15.9. So that puts him on 84, 384.
So jump in front of Ravi in the...
And Lin Chen is guaranteed at least 18, which will put him above Ravi. So if there's no more packages, Ravi is going to be bubble for the 10Ks. The free roll password is Cats UK. We don't know why, but it is Cats UK. Would you like to hazard a guess why?
I think it's because Cats the Musical started in Luton. I just made that up.
Luton?
I just made that up.
Luton? Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber's gonna have the premiere of Cats in Luton.
Yeah.
The free roll is for £300 worth of online tickets. So there'll be a closer ticket for the winner, which is on Monday and Tuesday. The online closer, 25,000 guarantee.
Four-handed, Queens versus Queens.
Oh heck! Wow, Tony's in again. Stands up again. Oh, this is never happening, is it?
Imagine if it did though.
Tony's in again.
I reckon you should be allowed to say, should we chop it now? Should we chop this now like a cash game? Do you want to just chop it now?
Would you like to chop it, please?
Any sweats about?
No, not any. 4. Is that Cassie dealing by any chance? Or was it Luke?
Luke.
I thought you definitely had Queen as your highest card and you were upset, you know, you turned the Queen over like screwed.
If Crashy was dealing, we'd already be on the next hand. It's just like...
That is true. So the free roll is for £300 worth of tickets for online, 125 live online closer is usually the first prize, and then tickets all the way down to about 15% of the field. So that's at 6. So get yourself on, and we'll do a first giveaway in 6 minutes. Do you want a J thinks, or would you like a Tower thinks? Let us know. First one in. J thinks. There we go. We're not listening to Gary Clark, who can't even want. He doesn't even want to spell tower. He just puts T.
Okay.
Not having it. So Jay, I've got the question ready.
Oh, you're ready? Well, to be honest, I come back after break, guys. I've got a pen and a fresh piece of paper on my laptop, so he must have known that it was going to be me guessing because he's already got his question ready.
Put it to the chat.
Yeah, you probably messaged Razor Kev. You said in about 10 minutes, make sure you're ready to type J into the chat box. Big pot here, $500,000 in the middle. Flush does complete on the river. Check from Tony. And the Mad Turk. Checks back. Imran, we will not be having whole cards for the rest of the day. There's but a motherboard problem with the feature table.
Yep.
We thought we'd, rather than just going home, we thought we'd chuck them on with the cameras. We'd do a few giveaways. Tower will save the day and ramble on for me.
And we'll still have the interviews at the end with the final 2. And we'll, as Jay says, we know his job's impossible without all cards.
But everyone's just so spoiled. You go back 15 years. This is what you had to watch.
This is true.
This is what you had to watch 15 years ago.
This is where we all started.
We're spoiled with whole cards.
We are indeed. Cats UK is the free roll password, and we don't know why, but it is. So, Cats UK is the free roll password. Why are casino carpets always... I don't know. They've even put this carpet in the new sportsbook that I've been sat in.
Mackhams. Seb went out, opened under the gun, but Tony defended big blind 7-4 a club. Seb ace 10, ace 5 deuce, all club flop, and it went in because Seb was short stacked and did not find the running boat. That is how Seb busted.
Yeah. Nice one. Jay was there, giving us the information. You're right, Rich. This is... Because Man United scored after 1 minute, Stacey, all the commentary were going mad that the new era's started and the new manager started and it's the best thing ever and it's just going to be so good. And now it's 1-1.
This is the thing, like, it doesn't matter who the manager is. Like, if you've got a team like that, how do you change it? Like, It's going to take, it's something that's going to take 3 to 5 years, not a week.
Yep.
It's not going to walk in, they turn into prime Barcelona. It's like...
Yep. Hey, Gary. You have arrived on last knockings.
Got a roast dinner ordered.
Ordered?
To be fair, we get a roast dinner ordered a lot in Brum because there's a place called Yorker and they deliver roast dinners, and they're really good.
Do they?
Really good, yeah. We get them
Is
quite
it a
lot.
pub or is it a...
No, it's just a thing, but they do Yorker wraps as well. They do like huge Yorkshire pudding wraps with like the roast dinner in it. Yeah, they do roast dinner empanadas as well with like little like cheese and all your meat and your potatoes in there.
Is it a GUKPT Birmingham?
Yeah, maybe. You have to come down for a 25.50.
Absolutely. Talking of the 25.50s, the last echelons of the 25.50s are there. No,
That's next
that's
year.
next year.
No, I'll do it. I'll
Yeah,
sort it out.
no, we're going. Don't go on.
It's gone.
It's gone. We ain't going anymore. This is next year.
Look at this, perfect. Back of the screen. Quick, get that off. There we are. Walsall, Glasgow, Reading, Sheffield, Manchester, Bury New Road next week.
The final points of the MPL for this year.
Perfect timing on the backdrop.
The final points for this year. Next week's 25.50s. And then there are the dates. Quickly show you again the dates for next year. So you're in the Blackpool Mini Fest is going to be, I think it's going to be a 25.50 event to start. A 25.50 is the main event, and then there's another side event to go. That's what it sounds like. But plenty of 25.50s. Get them in your diary. Edinburgh at the end of January. Stockton, Sheffield and Walsall. Reading South for the Minifest on the same weekend as Glasgow, Bolton, Huddersfield.
Huddersfield.
That's not too many 25.50s, to be fair. So the first 5 months of the year, take a screenshot and get yourself into the 25.50s for the start of the year. And Gary McCaffrey, he's got a roast dinner ordered because he's sat in a pub. He's watching the live stream in a pub.
In a pub?
Yeah.
Get it on the telly. Turn that menu off.
He's ordered a roast dinner in a pub in somewhere. Would you like to guess a town?
Bristol.
Bristol. Oh yeah, because we were talking about Bristol poker all the time, wasn't it? So I'll go for Swindon, which is close by. Come on, the Turk. So Stephen. Cherry. First giveaway after this hand. Is in Chester. Oh. Nice city, Chester, if you've never been.
Make sure you don't get in a cab in this weather, Gary, if you're in Chester.
Why?
Well, you want to go somewhere in Chester in this weather and you get in a cab, you go, can I go to Chester, please? You end up in Chichester.
and 200 miles away.
Yeah, exactly.
Chester is beautiful. The racecourse is fantastic. All the pubs around the wall are superb. Really, really nice places, Chester. And racing in the summer in Chester is one of the best days out there is. It's a stunning place. Really, really good. If you get a chance to do the racing in Chester in the summer, we have a couple of big meetings. So, as soon as we get the cameras, we will do a giveaway for a €20 token. What series is it for? I keep forgetting.
It's for the Masters series, which is currently ongoing on Grosvenor Poker.
The Masters series. So lines 10.25. For 4 players left. After Thomas Clack finishing 5th. We've had a straight flush for Adam Bonham to double, which was delightful. Who's it? Who's it? I know what he was doing. You say he was flicking it on for December. I knew these things. So that is what is left. Leg 1 of the NPL for next year is the Behemoth. So there last week, Walsall, Reading, Sheffield, Manchester and Glasgow for that. But we are going to go to a giveaway. Another €20 ticket. And today's the day.
The teddy bears have their picnic.
We always mention it on stream. We always seem to be streaming. It's Freddie Mercury Day.
Oh, we seem to always be streaming
this day in 1991, the greatest frontman of all time passed away. 23 years ago today, he passed away. Did our Freddie? So if you've got a Queen song, your favourite Queen song, play it with a smile on your face. I played about 6 today. I really enjoyed it. But what I'd like to know is that in 1982, they played in Buenos Aires in Argentina.
Yep.
And it was the largest crowd for a concert in Argentinian history in 1982. But how many people were there?
Was it at that big stadium?
I don't know where it was, actually.
You don't know where it was?
I don't know where, I just know it was in Buenos Aires.
82.
So 1982 in Argentina, Queen played Buenos Aires. And at the time in 1982, it was the biggest concert ever held. Now, how many people were there? And I don't actually know where it was held. I just know it was in Buenos Aires in Argentina. But it was the biggest crowd ever for a concert. Freddie Mercury, God bless, we still love you. We still play your music. Now, ladies and gentlemen, fire away. You've got about 5 minutes to try and get as close to Jay's guess as you can.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Matt Bonham busted. Ian Aces all in pre versus Ace Queen. 8-9-3 Rainbow. 10 turn Jack River. Sick one for Matt.
So get your guess in. You've got about 5 minutes. How many people does Jay think's attended the concert by Queen, which is a Buenos Aires attendance record in 1982?
Yeah. One guess per account. Yeah.
Yes.
First time we've ever let you host the giveaway. First time ever, and you don't run rules by anyone. You just
Straight in. I expect everybody to know it.
Well, we might have new viewers. One guess per account, please, guys. One guess
Per account.
First time.
Sorry.
You didn't even run anyone down the rules. You just wanted to get to it.
Straight in. It's Freddie Mercury Day. I got excited.
Man of Straw, if you got 9-2 on Spurs yesterday, you were robbed. There was 7-1 some places I saw yesterday. 9-2. Wouldn't have been backing us at 9-2 at City.
So, for a €20 ticket to play the Masters Series online.
8 million, says Stephen Ratcliffe. That'd be a big concert.
8 million.
Population of London in at a concert.
Do you know what the actual largest attendance for any concert in the world is?
Probably about 130k.
I wish I'd have asked you that question.
Ah.
I so wish I would have asked you that question. The largest attendance ever recorded is 3.5 million. True story. And it was Rod Stewart.
Where did they hold that? I'd hate to be at the back if there's 3.5 million people. You would just see a dot. You wouldn't even have to.
You wouldn't even see the dot,
Yeah.
would you? And Jean-Michel, have you ever heard? You only won't ever have heard of Jean-Michel Jarre.
No.
He equalled it apparently about 6 months later. The question was, on this day in history, in 1991, Freddie Mercury passed away. That's not the question. So we did a question about Queen.
Right, can I just say, for the people guessing now, I've just guessed that the biggest concert in the world would have about 130,000, and then you still got people going over that. Even though I've just guessed that the biggest concert in the world is 130,000, and you got people coming in with 200k still. There's a hint there.
There you go, Ian Bosley, 500,000. The question was, in 1982, Queen broke the record for the biggest attended concert in Argentina, but how many people were there? God bless him. 24th of November, I still remember what I was doing when I heard the news. I was driving my bread van.
You're a bread fan?
I was on my first year at work. No, not my first year at work. I had my bread van. I was driving down the driving down Drockmore Road and I heard the news. And I burst into tears. So, how many were in attendance in Buenos Aires in Argentina in 1982 when Queen came to town? It was the largest concert ever. It was the largest concert ever held in Argentina in 1982. I don't know if it's been beaten. I've not checked that bit. But the thing about a concert in 1982 is they didn't have I Want to Break Free. I want to break free. They didn't have that because I was 84. So they didn't even make that one. They didn't even play that one.
Would have been hard to play a song they've not made yet, though, to be fair to them. It would have been it's quite a difficult task. No whole cards, unfortunately, guys, for those asking. We are just making do with the pictures, and me and Tal will do a couple of giveaways for the day.
Unfortunately, an outage on the table. PK had it all. It looked like a joiner's backyard.
Yeah, it did.
When he got the table top off. So we will give you the action, and obviously Jay can't do his wonderful job because it's pretty impossible with the whole cards. But we're giving quite a few tickets away, and we're bringing the action, and we will do the interviews at the end as normal, and we will have a chat. And as you can see, there's 4 left: Tony Phillips, Adam Bonham, the Mad Turk, and Lin Chen. So while you're still guessing, we will give you the correct answer, and then you'll have a couple of minutes to try and get inside Jay's noggin.
Good luck.
So, in Argentina, Queen were actually encouraged to go to South America because they didn't realise how popular they were.
Okay.
And they were never going to tour South America, but they actually got to. So, they had 3 concerts in Brazil and Argentina. The first one was 120,000. The second one was 131,000. But at Buenos Aires, there were 300,000 people at the Queen concert. And in 1982, that was the biggest ever attended concert there have been. So I don't even know it's been beaten. But Queen held the record. And the correct answer is 300,000 people. But it's Jay's answer you want. So you've got another minute to try and guess. And see if you can come up with any tells.
How would I think about this question?
I don't think. Yeah, try and think. He's already told you. He's already told you what he thought was the biggest attendance. The 300,000 were in Buenos Aires when Queen played in 1982. And it was actually called the Game Tour. And the largest single concert of all time was in 1994. It was on Copacabana Beach in Brazil, and there was 3.5 million people in attendance on New Year's Eve.
Big beach.
For Rod Stewart. Big beach. Big beach.
It is a big beach. Get 3.5 million people on it.
3.5 million people. The question, Kev, and if you just tuned in, we know we've no hall cards, but we've got everything else. The question was, because his Freddie Mercury passed away on this day in history in 1991, 23 years ago, God bless him. Sorry, 33 years ago. God bless him. The question was, Queen held the record for the biggest concert ever in 1982 in Argentina, but how many people were in attendance? And the correct answer was 300,000. But it's Jay's answer that you want. So it's Jay's answer what you want, not the correct answer. And he did give a bit of a clue away. What did you say?
But you asked me what you thought. I thought the biggest attendance ever was for a concert, and I said about 130,000.
Yep. That's exactly what he said. So, but no, 3.5 million on course on a big beach.
Okay. I thought if it's on like a, I thought it had to be like in like an arena or a stadium for it to be a concert, because then if it's on just the thing, you're not like at like one of them festivals. Is Glastonbury a concert?
No, Glastonbury's a festival because there's 6 stages and 200 bands.
But is each individual
Queen-
stage a concert?
Queen was just a concert because it was just Queen,
Yeah.
and nobody else. If there'd have been multiple days and multiple bands, that would have been a festival. So there we go. You give yourself 30 seconds to get yourself a guess, and then we'll close the comp. If you want to play the free roll at 6 o'clock, the password is CATS UK. CATS UK. And we don't know why, but it is CATS UK. So we're just about to close the comp on this one, and we're giving away another ticket very soon. So give yourself 15 seconds. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the ladies' competition is now closed. Adam Mercer with a final guess. Paul Fletcher can have his guess because he just typed it in 1 second after I put restream that the comp is closed, and Ian Roberts as well, and no CC also with Dale Tomlinson coming in on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the typo. So 300,000 in attendance for the greatest frontman in the world, Mr. Freddie Mercury. Away you go.
I thought I wouldn't be too far off of this one, because if I said to you right now, who's one of the biggest performers in the world?
Ed Sheeran.
One of the biggest performers. If
Adele.
you keep going, you'll get there eventually.
Oasis.
Keep going.
AC/DC.
Taylor Swift.
Ah.
And I went to see one of the biggest performers in the world,
Yeah,
Modern Time,
yeah,
a few months back,
he did.
and she had 60,000 there in
But
attendance.
you went to Anfield. Anfield's not even the biggest stadium in the country.
I know, but she had
She had 90,000 at
60,000.
Wembley
Well, I'm just going on
because
that.
Wembley's bigger.
Yeah, I get that. I do get that now you're saying it. That does make sense. But I've only been to one concert in my life.
Is that it?
Taylor Swift. It's the only concert I've
Oh,
been
you're
to
Swiftie.
in
Look,
my
you're a complete
in my
Swiftie.
entire life. So I didn't really have any idea. So all I had to go off
Yeah.
was I remember there was 60k at that concert.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'm going to go around that number, and I went a little bit higher. Because I counted for inflation, because we're 40 years of
Did
age,
you add
so
a
she
few,
might
did
have
you?
had a few more. Population's more now, right? The population's more, so I added a few, and I come up with 65k, 65,000.
Even though there was 90,000 watching Taylor Swift at Wembley this year.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
No,
I didn't
that's
know that.
true.
I didn't know that.
No.
I just turned up at Anfield. She was there. The only thing, everyone tonight at 60,000 attendance.
You
and,
thought it was Liverpool, Notts Forest.
but there you go. There you go. 65k, and someone got it spot on.
Did?
And that
No way.
someone
How?
was Mark Express on Twitch, who guessed 65k on the nose. Well
No
done
way.
to Mark.
Well done, Mark. I didn't think anybody'd be close with that.
Sorry, Zach Rose.
Oh, Pervez Yousaf put 64,789.
Ah.
That's unlucky. Well done, Mark. Mark Express.
So I need from you, Mark, the alias you play on Grosvenor Poker, please.
And you can have a ticket. Well done indeed. There you go. So, to be fair, you actually went to the smallest concert there was, because Edinburgh was 73.
Okay, all right.
I don't think you should have played at Rotham's ground.
Would she have done it on a cold night in Stoke, perhaps?
That exactly. So Mark Express on, where was it, Twitch? Mark Express, where were you? Yes, Twitch.
We had someone on YouTube guess 65 too.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Uh-oh.
I've just...
Orange guessed 66.
No. Keep going. Keep scrolling.
Eminem.
Eminem.
E-Minum.
So we got two winners. We got Eminem on YouTube.
Eminem.
and we have Mark
Yeah,
Express
lose
on
yourself
Twitch.
in
So
the
I'll get you both a €20 Mini Masters ticket sent to your Grosvenor account. Please drop it in the chat box.
Well done, you lot.
Did we just...
Well done, you lot. Adam Bonham is stacking in chunks while we were giving out the password for the free roll, which is Cats UK.
Yeah, we didn't get to see the whole cards, unfortunately, guys.
Ah,
But
Ace King 6 5 10 board.
be great if we could go back to the flop cam, but unfortunately do not see the whole cards. But Tony pays, calls it off against Adam, and he's relinquished the chip lead for the first time in a while. The Turks promised me if he gets heads up, we are going to hear a rendition of Boy George. He said to me, but he has told me he only knows come a chameleon and you come and go. They are the only lines he knows from the song. But he has promised me if he gets heads up, we will hear a rendition.
Fantastic. So, Quokka 420. Thank you very much indeed. Adam Bonham stacking in chips.
And then just waiting on Marks Express on Twitch. Drop your alias in the chat if you want your €20 token.
Turk's decided that he's going to stay now with 4 players left. He's took his coat off.
You don't want to get close. Just don't play.
I'm the big psych now, sir.
You're the big stuff, yeah?
I'm the captain.
Yeah, you're the captain.
He almost busted to me when I cleaned it.
Bluff me.
I'm only playing once. I'm in there.
You're a bloody knicker.
We'll be back Wednesday, Gary, for the mini main final table.
We
That's
will
when we'll
indeed.
be streaming next.
Wednesday at 5:20 PM is when we're streaming next. Monday, Tuesday off. The other guys will all be sorting out the table. The password is Cats UK. CATS UK. Cats UK. I'd like some vanilla wine, but we don't.
Adam Bonham. With plenty now.
Yeah, cheap leader. Mad Turk still second of 1.2. He had about 1.2 million, didn't he? When he started the day.
Probably not, Mark. I might, if I'm up, I might come down flicking day 2 for, what is it, 5 bigs or something on Tuesday, as I'm here Wednesday anyway, but I doubt I'll play a day 1 flight.
Well done, Mark Express. That is your name as well. Well done, sir. 65,000. Yeah, we can't believe it either.
I thought it was a good guess. I was actually, do you know what, when I wrote it down, I was confident. I had some confidence about that answer, and then that was shot down pretty quickly. So Lynn in for 540.
Tony Coles. Tony says I'm all in as well, and the Mad Turk is now thinking of London 3 years ago.
Yeah, this should be really strong from Tony here, Tower. This should be like Jacks plus Ace King. Like Ace Queen here should fold, so this should literally be Jacks plus Ace King for Tony.
They're not seeing the cards, are they? 10 seconds. Nobody's seeing the cards.
It's Turk playing to the crowd, knowing that the cards aren't being shown. If that's not aces or kings, we're definitely folding.
22 for Lynn. Like maybe Ace Queen suited Tony could have as well, but don't think we're going to see anything worse.
So Tony's up again. We'll get the overhead view very shortly.
Yeah, but as I say, this should be a really snug range from Tony. Lynn can still have obviously reshoves light, some ace-x, some pocket pairs, some suited Broadway stuff that we will find out shortly.
Because I had both covers. And clubs, I had a very king queen club.
Eights against King 9.
wow.
Jam from King 9. Well, Turk could have been in front, you know.
I'm surprised Tony's put it in here with the 8s tower. This is fairly wide, but it looks like it's going to pay off.
Turk could have been in front. What's he saying to the table? I had the best hand, boys.
On the river, so we are going to lose Lin Chen. I'm surprised to see Tony roll over 8s there, though. Just when Turk opens, Lin shoves for 22. I could guess Lin will have some pairs we dominate, but still with Turk behind as well, having us covered as Tony. We've got that collision factor of Turk and Lin as well. That does decide that 8s are good enough to go with.
Turk would have hit a flush. He had the King Queen of clubs. But I don't think he's ever calling.
No, can't call.
No.
It's actually unlucky for Lin. That's not got through.
So we're down to 3. Lin Chen picking up 18.9 points for the NPL as we're heading towards the end of the year. 18.4, apologies. 18.4 for 4th place.
And yes, the Behemoth will be streamed.
Indeedy, indeedy. We'll be there Wednesday to Sunday, 10th till the 15th. Oh, that one there. Get that one off. Where is it? All kinds of buttons happening here. There it is. The Behemoth. We'll be there Wednesday with the cash game. Somebody's playing it.
I'm not sure if I'm playing it. I'm actually struggling to get a lineup. I put a message out, I've had a couple of responses, a couple of maybes, but
Okay.
I'm struggling to get a full lineup at the moment. But hopefully we can
I'll play heads up.
get a little 10-25 optional 50 on there or something potentially for next Wednesday.
And then Jay's on his holidays. Back to his welly bobs and his mittens
Yeah.
and his warm hat. But we're there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to finish off the season with Card Room Direct.
The ticket will be in, Mark, at some point next week. When Tom's back in the office tomorrow, he might even put it in tomorrow. He'll check the spread. He'll credit everything that he can, and then we'll have more giveaways next week. Yep, we'll be streaming day 1 of the Behemoth. Yeah, Curtis on Ipswich +1. Is it going to be another bet up for that man?
What's the score?
1-1, 10 minutes to go.
1-1. So Adam Bonham in seat number 3. chip leader. Tell the Mad Turk I've got a tenner on him not to sing if he gets heads up. What price was the Mad Turk? Fives? Sorry, must be second in chips, wasn't he? Right, we've got the prize. We've got the doodahs, malarkeys. Mad Turk 3 to 1. Was the Mad Turk 3 to 1. So there we go. And if you're on Adam Bonham at sevens, and Tony at 13 to 2, and the Mad Turk. There you go. Oh, they're moving across. Mad Turk's just moved to 6.
What's the highest price?
How am I feeling after Spurs yesterday? It was a surprising result. But knowing us, we'll go and get turned over by Fulham next weekend. It's just how it is.
It was some result. That is for sure. So £26,330 first place.
I would take the third price.
Oh, third's not bad.
136k for third.
We'll get that changed.
Come on, Elia. You come and go. You come and go. Come on, give me some chips.
So Adam Bonham played well. Himself to chip leader, 70 bigs. Tony Phillips 57 bigs and Mad Turk 37. With the blinds at 30k, a 40-minute clock. Another giveaway on its way in about 15 minutes time.
Might go get the teas.
It'll be my turn to, yeah, good shout. Good shout. That one's empty. That one there, empty it is. Well, it's 15:30. If you are just tuning in, you can see that there are no hole cards. We did have a table outage, but PK did his best and got it all out, and then put back together. So we do have a live stream back to how it used to be when it first started, all the live streaming. So King high flop, King 10 at 6. Bottom is British chip to use. 2.1 million. And a decent year as the Mad Turk. And about over 20 cashes in 2024. Right near 40. Played super good enough. Yeah, he finished second for the bracelet back in June when he played the Super Seniors. He's had a good year as a Turk. Always a character. Always a character.
Good bluff. Good bluff. You.
How long before the Turk starts negotiations? Well, we'll have to see how we do go with this. We're down to the final three. Tony Phillips in seat number 2, Adam Bonham and the Mad Turk. Yeah, it's 45 bigs deep. It's getting a bit crapshooty for him. There's on the button. 13,630, 19,690 and 26,330. The password yesterday is Cats UK. CATS UK. Cats UK. Good luck if you're playing the free roll.
That's why I asked if it was break at the end. Not at the end. At the end, it's left try.
The Turk says I'm all in. After initial raise with the blinds at 30, so Adam Bonham out of the way. The Turk up to 35 bigs.
What do you want?
I just want to sit there and use the round so I can see the screen.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can see the screen.
I can move now if you need.
No, he can finish first.
You're right. I can see the screen and
I can't see the stats. Yeah. I think I'll have to let's schedule a break so I can sort out the. That's a good idea.
sit down, you can see.
I mean, these aren't working.
No, don't worry. I just could have moved over. Oh, they're not working at all. Yeah. I don't know why.
Back into one, Tony, so you can see the telly. So he says so I can see the stacks. You can look down at the player and see the stacks if you want, Tony.
They're going to think I like it.
They're only a guide. Don't take them for
I mean, yeah, they do like it.
absolute gospel. They are only a guide.
How did I not think of that?
The free roll. Cats UK is the password.
We'll just go with it.
100,000. Five of spade?
6. Close. It's pretty similar though. I proper flashed it to you. Right?
Yeah.
You're very honest.
Just like when they try to stop.
Oh, what are they tuning in? What are they dipping into? The boys.
You did have that. That's not 10. How about speaker client and see if the best is over?
360 plus. I don't know, when I check the turn,
I have us up I was middle pinning.
Oh, yeah.
Middle pinning and then queen. So
Well, middle pin as well brings us straight on the taser. Brings us straight on the table. So,
Check.
probably
75,000.
you probably get me.
So the free roll catch UK is the password. Get yourself in if you want to play. King, queen, deuce, flop. Bet and a call. Dave Knight says Turk's been on the scene since 2005 when he started playing. Always there or thereabouts. He's done well, he's had a great career in this. Played a lot of poker as the Mad Turk. And got some decent results. Why on earth would you walk through there? Jeez.
We might even not be able to have a live feed, let alone no old cards.
Jeez. I don't know.
That's why we need the barriers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
When you're all in, I have to show my hand.
It looks like Ipswich are going to hold Man U.
Does it?
Raise 3 all, so just 60 plus.
That is some decent results. Back Man United neither in injury time because they always score one in injury time.
No, it's not Fergie time anymore. That was a long time ago.
Check, check.
So 2, 3, 4 flop. Checked 10 of spades turn.
Six on the river. Should be some leads going on if we don't have a pair here as Tony from the big on this river. But the fact that he's checked, he's probably got some sort of showdown. And Adam is firing for 65. Hello there, Mike Leonard. Welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Michael.
Old school this evening.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, whole card's not going to be with us today.
You was at the match.
Tony picks one off.
3 left. 26,330 first place. 19.6 and 13.6. Another 75 winner for Curtis. He's had a great week on the old betting. Well done, Curtis.
Is he a professional sports bettor by any chance?
He does well. He does well. Next question coming up in 4 minutes' time. No whole cards isn't terrible. No, obviously it just stops Jaden from doing what he does best.
Fish, you all in? Philippine.
One of the best in the biz. But we are bringing you the action. We've got an all-in from Tony again. The Mad Turk says I call.
Go on the pictures.
And we're going heads up. He shouts, go on the pictures. What's he got? King, Queen again? He's got King, Queen again. He loves the King, Queen. It's against sevens of Tony. We could be heads up.
Come on, dealer. 10 of diamond.
Not on that turn.
Oh, the Turk turns it.
Nice.
Do not stop and think, he says to the dealer. Just remember, it's me.
Roll.
There we go.
Come on, Elia.
It's coming out. Come, chameleon.
Thank you very much. No worries. I was asking for 10 or sharp of diamond. Yes, a fair point.
920.
What do you have? 920.
How do you want to flip? 1.3. How do you want to flip in this game?
There's always going to be a flip between us. Last flip.
I understand.
Yeah, it's just. It's not much problem. It's a little bit.
He's going to get Karma Chameleon in my head now. You know
Was he
is.
singing it?
Yeah.
He told me heads up. He lied to me. He said heads up. We're free-handed, Turk.
It's just sort of saying, come, chameleon, you come and go, and then stopped.
That's all he knows. It's the only part he knows. It was the same as Dancing Queen 3 years ago. What is it with the Mad Turk and Grand Finals?
1.335. Check. Check. Check.
So 10 flop, 10-5-2.
Exactly, Kev. Like, people just think people are going to come in, a manager, and change the team completely. It doesn't happen like that. You look at Pep at Man City the first couple of seasons.
What did he do? Did they not win?
No,
Did they not?
Not the first two, no. Even Arteta at Arsenal, I hate to say it, to be fair, they've gone off the ball last few weeks, but Arteta at Arsenal, you look at Arsenal.
They nearly got the sack.
Seventh in their first season, I think, sixth in their second season.
Well, they bottom at one
But
point
he's-
at the start of a
Yeah,
season.
just give them time. That's all. You can't just give a manager a year, 6 months. Not at a football club. When you've got a squad, you've got to build relationships with the players. You've got to see what works best.
It's just a friendly suggestion. Very, very friendly.
125,000. Pass.
So the Mad Turk, chip leader with the King Queen.
And we will go to a giveaway shortly. Dean Clay says, I was sat next to the Turk last night. Great run, by the way, Dean. I was sat next to the Turk last night. He was humming that tune over and over, literally drove me insane. Can you imagine sat next to the Mad Turk all day singing Come a Chameleon constantly? You would go mad.
Come on then, let's give away some more money.
So, guys,
Pass us that pen.
it is giveaway time. I've got another €20 Mini Masters seat to give away. One guess per account, please. I'm going to ask Tara a question. He'll write his answer down on that piece of paper. You get one guess per account, no multiple guesses, or you will be disqualified. And please do not guess until I say go. So,
Fancy running through the rules. Everybody
yeah,
knows what they are.
yeah, I know, yeah. So, a little throwback for us here. If we go a couple of years back to Goliath, I asked Tower a certain question about a 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
But what I would like to know, Tower,
Yes.
how many permutations are there on a 2x2x2 Rubik's Cube? So it's just got 4 squares on each of the 6 sides.
No way. As a Rubik's Cube's only got two.
Yeah,
two sides.
I bet you wouldn't be able to do a 2x2.
2x2?
I bet you still wouldn't be able to do a
What,
2x2.
2 squares on each side?
2x2, 4 squares each side. So 4 squares here, 4 squares there, 4 squares there. What was it? 4 squares sides of 6. And what I would like to know, how many
Yeah.
permutations on a 2x2x2 Rubik's Cube?
A lot. I'm guessing it's going to be a lot. He's going to throw me under the bus here, I tell you.
I wouldn't do that.
You would. What was 3x3x3?
3 by 3 by 3s in the quintillions, I believe.
Oh yeah, a number I've never heard of.
180,000. Pass.
Go, 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 go.
Nailed it.
Get your guesses in, guys. Good luck, everyone.
Nailed it. Oh my word. Oh my. Well done.
And do you want to know an interesting fact about the 2 by 2 by 2?
Yeah.
With the amount of permutations it got, because obviously it's a lot smaller than the 3 by 3 because the way permutations work is exponential.
Yeah.
With the 2 by 2 by 2, if you sat there for 8-9 hours
Yeah.
and just fiddled with it,
Yeah.
mathematically,
Yeah.
more likely than not, after that 8 to 9 hours, you'd solve it. Just from fiddling it.
Oops. Oh, you get me like a kipper, you do. Oh, dear me. Oh, man. What can you say? Hey, dear. What can you say? He gets me like a kipper every time he does.
And we're looking at Tower's answer, guys, not the correct answer. Tower might have got it right, though, you don't know.
Absolutely. Nailed it, I think.
Raise 75,000.
The question is, Kev, on a standard 2 by 2 by 2 Rubik's Cube, how many permutations are there? And it is Tower guessing.
Yes, that's me.
Cool. That's it. Check.
Kev, he won't have a clue. Bless him.
Correct. Absolutely correct, Mr. Kevin. Absolutely correct. It was a number. It was a number, and I would be surprised if anybody even gets close to my answer. So another couple of minutes to go until we give you out the correct answer, and then we can all laugh. The question was, I don't know what the question was. What's the question?
How many permutations on a 2 by 2 by 2 Rubik's Cube?
2 by 2 by 2 Rubik's Cube.
Pass.
So four pretty colours on each side. Is that 4 colours each side?
No, six colours, but it's just
Six.
it's just
I
4
thought you said
blocks.
2 by 2.
Yeah, 2 by 2 by 2.
You know when the animals went in 2 by 2,
Yeah.
there weren't 6 of them.
Yes, but 2 by 2 by 2. You're using 2D. I'm using 3D dimensions because it's 3D. You need another dimension. 2 by 2 by 2. You're thinking about 2D where you've only got 2 dimensions by each other. A Rubik's Cube is 3D. It's a cube, so it's 2 by 2 by 2.
So I think I've nailed it.
Because if you go across, there's only 2 squares.
Yeah.
If you go up, there's only 2 squares. If you go down, there's only 2 squares. Creates a cube. There we are. Maths lesson.
I know, but the last maths lesson I had was 1983. Go on then.
So, guys, the actual answer
The actual answer.
is 3.6 million. 3.6 million, slightly more. I'm not going to say 3.674 million 160, but it is around 3.6 million. That is the correct answer, but that doesn't mean a thing because we are looking for this man's answer, the towers. And I'm regretting asking this question with such a broad variety of answers in the chat box. I'm counting the zeros on some of them with my finger.
Oh, man. Oh, dear.
Yeah, but the other diamond we did. Oh, you can't see that.
What can you do? Huey. 13 trillion. Oh, dear. So 3 players left. Tony, Phillips, Chip, look at that. 59, 55 and 50 bigs.
Still could be a long time
Love
this
it.
one, Tower, when we're this deep. Everyone with plenty.
Yep. Yes, is coming. How many moves would it take?
Not how many moves, how many permutations, because dependent how the face of the cube
And
is.
you really think you could solve it just by fiddling with it in
Well,
one day?
well, the theory is, with a 2x2, if you constantly play with it for 8 to 9 hours, like constantly moving it, more often than not, you will solve it. So if you just sit there fiddling with a 2x2x2 for about 8-9 hours, eventually, like you will solve it in that time. Like more often than not, probability-wise, you'll solve it more than you won't in that 8 to 9 hours. However, not possible with a 3x3 because you're in the quintillions of permutations, and quintillion compared to a million tower
There's a lot.
is a lot. Yes. So we'll go another couple of minutes, just in case we've got any late stragglers wanting to get their guesses in. But the question is, how many permutations on a 2x2x2 Rubik's Cube? And it is Tower that is guessing.
That makes a huge difference. So get your final guesses in. What's the Mad Turk thinking? What's he looking at?
Maybe he's thinking it's getting a bit crapshooty at 50, at 50 big blind average.
Oh, they're looking at the Man United game in the background.
I reckon it's going to be a draw.
Do you?
Yeah, I've got
Okay.
a feeling.
Right, okay.
So, guys, 10 seconds, and we're going to close the comp.
Yes.
9, 8, 7, 6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
comp close. No more guesses. Last guess in, 4-man on Twitch.
4. He's been with us all week.
Yes.
All week, 4-man has been with us all week. And if you want to know the password 4-man, it's Cats UK. So the comp is now closed.
It is.
Yeah, so.
Over to the tower. We'll see if Mad Turk calls off here. We'll find out.
Okay.
If he does not, we will go to Tower's answer.
Yep.
What? Tony's just ripped 50 bigs?
Now then, Turk, what have we got?
The conk.
Oh, they're in!
He has to be top end because
He's got to be aces, kings or queens.
this is a 50 big blind
50.
rip.
This is for 100 big blinds. Adam Bottom sat there thinking, whoa, what's just happening here? He'll be singing, "You Can Dance" very soon.
Like what? I can't. Tony, like, I can't think what hand Tony would do this with, Tower, because there's no hand we should do this with. So
Is this just
I'm actually intrigued to see what Tony has done this
Is
with.
this just a rip to get Turk off the big off the button race?
We just free bet, Tower. Why do we need to put in 50 big blinds? What are the hands? I can't wait to see Tony's, but Turk has to be top end.
Ace 9 of spades. And we've got draws, we've got the 8.
Oh no, this would send Turk spinning.
We've got an 8 or a 9.
Ace would work as well.
Or an ace.
And an 8 doesn't work because Jacks.
Oh yes, it does. And the jacks, it's a 4.
But it is the 4 of hearts. So Mad Turk with a huge double up there. Ace 9 of spades rifled in for 50 big blinds.
Wow. Have some of that. He's saying, well, when I won it back in 2009, we weren't playing that deep. Oh, get them in. Ace 9 for Tony. He still looks like he's still in. He's not moved yet, so I think he might have had him covered. But we'll find out the stacks. And there's Luke. Wow. Ace 9 for jacks. 8 not playing. I know that.
Yeah,
Eventually.
like Tony's hand should just 3-bet if we
Yeah.
want to take aggressive tower. Just make it 8 big blinds. Like the jam for 50 is just a disaster. It doesn't achieve anything. We never get worse to call. We only get better. We're risking so much to win so little.
Yeah, yeah.
We're risking 50 big blinds to pick up 4 big blinds. It's like,
Because basically, Turk can have a hand.
yeah. I have no idea what's gone on that hand. Maybe just a little mad moment from Tony, but that was
He is still in.
a strange one.
So let's finish off the quiz. We will finish off the quiz. It might be all in this hand. If he does, we'll revert to it. But all the guesses are in.
So over to the tower. What did
I had
you
absolutely
think?
no idea, and I just thought it weren't quintillions, so I didn't think it was that big. And honestly, I really had no idea.
Hold on a minute. You thought it was quintillions.
No.
It wasn't quintillions.
Yeah.
That's because I told you it wasn't quintillions.
I know, that's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
I needed a clue.
Okay.
I needed a clue, so I had a cryptic one, and I
Yep.
said, what was the answer last time? Can I just remember, please? And he told me it was a number I'd never even heard of.
Yep.
So I knew it weren't that many, but I knew it had to be a lot, because it was always going to be in the millions, because it was always just going to be. So I literally thought of a number. I thought, no, I didn't even think of anything. I just literally wrote down 6.1 million.
That's a great guess.
And that was it. Thank you very much.
I thought you would be miles off. And to be honest, your tower,
Yep.
you're actually closest. You win. You are the winner. No one actually, for ages and ages, no one even got near that. Everyone was
Yep.
going billions, everyone was going 100,000s, a
Yep.
few millions in there. And then right at the last second, and I mean the last second, Man, this is why I smiled. I gave away a little live tell on stream. Man has come in with 5 million, 1.1 million off, but that is going to be the winning guess.
Unbelievable.
1.1 million away for Man. Well done to you. You will get a €20 Mini Masters ticket.
Well done.
Please drop me your Grosvenor alias in the chat, and we're back to it here, Tower. All in and the call. Blind on blind. Turk shove. Tony calls off Jack 7.
Okay. For 10 bigs.
Put that line, that would be it. Completely, yeah, completely finish everything.
About 3.
Chop opportunity.
About 3.
Let me chop.
So no 7 and no 3.
I'm going to have chop, Tower. Very likely to be a chop here.
Small! Deuce!
Not on that river, though.
Oh, the 4.
Not on that
One of the
river.
only cards they couldn't chop it with.
Yeah, just any sort of 8, 6, 5, 4, 3. And then the rest of the deck
Yep.
would have kept us alive as Tony. But that will be the end of Tony Phillips. A kind of a mad few hands. Ben reckons he's got a roast dinner waiting at home for him. Could be the case.
These two fist bump. They're just going to move to 3 and 7.
Yeah, that was...
Take about 5 minutes, I reckon. Normally do. Normally take a 5-minute break. Adam Bonham and the Mad Turk. So what I'll do is Jay's going to bring the teas in, and I'll give you, while they have a 5-minute break. I think they just moved Turk to 7 and just have 5 minutes. I think that's what happened. So we'll leave the pictures on. And what I will do is, while I'm waiting for my cup of tea, is what we'll do is we'll run through. Jay?
Yeah.
So we're just going to run through what's going to happen in the next few events of the year, and then the start of next year, because they're literally going to take 5 minutes. He says, can I have 5 minutes? And he says, yes, we can. So we're going to take 5 minutes. So we are going to take 5 minutes. Oh, they are taking a 10-minute break. I thought it was shorter. Take a 10-minute break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Paul will just stick a 10-minute timer on there, and we'll stick it down, and we will be back very, very shortly. And we'll We'll come back in 10 minutes and we'll see who's going to win. Adam Bonham on the left. We've got the Mad Turk on the right. Another ticket to give away very, very shortly.
Third in chips, perhaps fourth. What a spin up from Arian. 2 bigs to 20 bigs. And he's not going to be our bubble boy. The bubble goes on, guys. Queen Jack of Diamonds for Phil. We're sitting at the moment as Phil 4 of 6, but he is going to jam the Queen Jack of Diamonds. Just going to go for it here, Tower. This is a 13 big blind jam, and Abdul's got 10s.
Oh my word.
Abdul with 10s. Phil Tate has him covered. Abdul says this is too good 6-handed. We've got to go with it. And Phil's going to hate that, but he's going to love what he sees. We're flipping. So is this going to be the hand? All in number 7 on the bubble.
Here we go.
Near coin flip. Abdul slightly ahead, but it's a sweaty one. Queen Jack of Diamonds for Phil Tate.
Off we go. Phil Tate just doubled. Oh, what
Oh, my word.
What a flop!
Is that for real? So Phil flops the stones. Abdul middle
Jeez.
set. So going to need a board pair or a heart.
Oh, what? It's
What?
never easy.
What about this tower? What's got 19
We
outs?
flop the nuts, so we need 40 outs.
Any heart, any board pair. And it is a heart.
Oh, 4 hearts. Oh my word.
Through the back door. This bubble is never going. But
Wow.
Phil Tate, though, going to be in the big blind here. Going to be investing 40% of his stack
Grim.
into the middle, in the big. So all in number 7 doesn't burst the bubble. What a run out that was.
Oh man.
19 outs go into the river for Abdul and finds one of them. Any heart, any board pair. Looks like your estimated finish of 10 past 8 is out the window, says John Moore. It may be, John.
Just wow. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. Crazy.
This is fun. John Perkins says, enjoying watching the bubble and the chat, guys. Is that John Perkins who bagged up the chip lead in 25-50 Blackpool?
Is it really?
I saw a John Perkins.
The rest is hard work.
Blackpool has a 25-50 this weekend.
Yeah, plenty to get your teeth into around the estate. We'll show you
Absolutely.
after this hand
Yep.
where we're off to in form of 25-50s this weekend. Liam Gorn says, this is amazing. It's amazing for us, but for the 6 at the table, they're thinking, oh. And you start to think, Tower, when you're sat there as a middling stack and you see all these short stacks doubling up around you, you think it's going to be me. I'm going to be ending up bubbling. It will be me, the unfortunate bubble boy. Abdul Ace Queen of Diamonds just goes for open shove, knowing that Phil will have to call off in the big as he does with Jack 10, all in number 8 on the bubble.
Number 8.
Is it going to be another double? Abdul out in front with Ace Queen suited.
Phil is live at 70-30. 30% equity. Phil Tate in C number 1.
Oh my word. How does this keep happening? Is it going to be another
Amazing.
short stack double?
Amazing.
Phil flops the best of it, fading ace, queens and jacks. Oh, but it's not over. It's not over. Imagine a jack or a 10 for Phil Tate. 4
Jack
outs.
of Diamonds. Oh, no way, man.
It had to give eventually. We find.
So we're just waiting for there. So we'll quickly run through what is happening for the Behemoth. There it is. The Behemoth, as the Turk said, it was only going to be 5 minutes, but Adam just needed a little bit of time. So the Behemoth is going to be next, and that is the 10th, Wednesday the 11th until Sunday the 15th of December. That's the first leg of 2025, because the last events of the NPL for 2024 are next week in Walsall. Are you racing Walsall? Flick one in?
I probably. Well, I've literally got 2 days off. Tomorrow I'm going to see my mum and dad.
Yeah.
So Monday I'm not available. So
Okay.
the only then I finish the grand final next weekend. I got a couple of days off,
Yeah.
which I probably want to play a bit of cash, and then I'm off to Poland. So it's I haven't really got too much time. Let's say, Tower. Obviously that's the weekend before, but it'll be hard to squeeze in. I might turn up. I'm usually a day 2 specialist. Come up, turn up for 10 minutes, get me stack in, and off I go again. Turn up for 10 minutes, but I might buy in day 2.
Well, we've got Walsall, Reading, Sheffield, Manchester and Glasgow if you do want to play the 25-50s to finish off the evening. Next week, when we come back, don't forget you've got Monday and Tuesday. Like I said, the team are not there. But Monday and Tuesday we've got the High Roller, Cash Out Turbo, we've got Mini Main Day 1B that's going on, the 100k guarantee. I'm not being funny, but they're going to smash that.
Oh, yeah.
They were nearly 200k in the prize pool. They were nearly 200k in the prize pool. If you want to play the Mini, that is the one to play, because that's going to be. And then Tuesday we've got the Mini again, the PLO and the High Roller Cash Out Satellite, and then we return on the Wednesday with the Mini Main final. The final, however many there are, but the Mini Main final will be. We'll be there on the Wednesday, we'll be doing that, and then the High Roller Day 2 and the final day of the High Roller on the Thursday, and then the final 3 streaming days for GUKPT will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the grand final, the £250,000 guaranteed final. So here we go.
Yeah. The password is Cats UK.
Cats UK.
That's the thing, Dean. Dean saying about the spot yesterday, he might have missed the ace-jack suit, it could have shoved. Says, mixture of tiredness and the shot clock not giving me time to think clearly. I forget about using the time bank cards.
Yeah.
Forget you got the old time banks. It can be difficult. I always say as well, I see, even from good players, the most sort of missteps / mistakes. They're not really mistakes, but missteps happen back end of the day. When people are tired, they're fatigued, this is when you see little missteps happening, even from the best. And I always say one of the most overlooked factors in the poker tournament. Yeah, I got your username, Fireman. You're on the spreadsheet.
Well done, Foulman, been with us all week in the chat every day, super stuff, and got himself a token, so well done. Now if Adam wins, I also win again, and if I win the comp, that's the treble. I'll be looking for sponsorship. I like it. Man United let Ian Needleman down for a 9-fold £1,424 acca for £3.
Wow.
So my.
What's that, 440 to 1 acca he had? And Man U's the team that let you down against Ipswich. That is sick. I wouldn't bet again, Ian. I wouldn't even, I'd definitely never bet Man U again.
Wow. Wow. That's unbelievable. 400 to 1 acca let down by somebody who's 1 to 3.
So Fireman's got some money on Adam Bonham as well, hoping that he can spin this up versus the Mad Turk.
Yeah, more than sick. That would have paid for a lot of senior tournaments. See you next Sunday for the seniors, Ian, as well. Look forward to seeing you.
So with the check raise, Adam Coolin. And we'll do another giveaway about 7:15. That
Yep.
sounds about right.
Nice one. I'll think of a question. What would you like? Go on, I'll tell you what. What would you like it on? Because it might be the last one because we're heads up. Go on, what would you like it on? Come on. I'll think of a question. What would you like it on?
I would like it on Christmas number ones.
What?
Christmas number ones.
Christmas number one!
You know how much I love that subject?
Oh, my favourite subject of all time, by the way.
Yeah, I know, that's why I said it. Be the first time you don't have to Google a question. You can just ask me it already knowing the answer.
Yep. Hey. Brilliant. Hiya Sam. No, we've not lost the whole card. We have lost the whole cards, but they've not come back before the break. What happens is when we get an all in a call, the action tracker has to input them because obviously the guys turn them over.
Here we go. We got a little bonus game for Tower. Someone in the chat says, what year was Rage Against the Machine Xmas number 1?
2000 and I don't know. It was one of the X Factors. One of the early X Factor games. It was.
Well, X Factor didn't come on until 2004 because it was Popeye. Or
Well,
before
it probably around about 2010 maybe, because Rage Against the Machine was a online effort to not get X Factor at number 1 because everybody was fed up of it all. And Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, Mad Turk, Snap Jam.
Rage Against the Machine was like an online thing to get them to number 1, and it was like an absolute. It was a that kind of song.
Yeah.
It was terrible. But that's why they did it. And Rage Against.
So you don't know?
No. No.
Your specialist subject.
The
you don't know.
specialist subject up until 1999, yes. But that's why they did it, and it actually worked. But no, I wouldn't know the exact year. I must admit. What was it, 2008, 2009 maybe? Something like that. You'd have to tell me, guys. Might be later than that, actually. But that's why they did it. I used to love Christmas number 1s. Christmas charts, the build up to it, playing all the Christmas songs on Radio 1.
I used to love it. I love it as a kid as well. Just obviously
play all the Christmas songs and all the charts. Used to find out what was the highest climber and going to be number 1 next week, and used to have betting on it and all stuff like that. And now it's just rubbish. 2009 says Scopes.
Oh, King Queen suited for Adam here. Beautiful hand to find heads up.
King Queen. It's deuce.
I wondered why we had old cards. It's all in a call. That is why.
Ah.
So obviously our action tracker inputted these for us when they were on the back, so we got to see them at the start of the hand. So ace deuce for the Mad Turk for victory.
Very, very, very low cards, he says.
Low card, that's good. Low card.
Let's have a look.
That's it. He's dead.
Well,
Unlucky, mate.
oh, he's shaking his hand. Is that it?
Ace 4-7.
That's not it, sir.
Oh, he can backdoor.
He's got
fist pump on the flop.
He's got backdoors. Oh my word! Could you imagine? He's picked the trophy up when Adam's still got 2% and started going like that.
Oh, if that
Imagine a 10 or a jack on the turn. Just imagine.
We wouldn't have needed to mend the table if it had come backdoor. We'd have needed a new table.
Yes, we would have. We would have needed a new table. But that is great. It's not even done yet. Adam's still got equity and he picks the trophy up.
Well done, the Turk. Well done, the Turk. Oh my word! I tell you what, if that had come backdoor.
We're doing interviews for the minute.
We are. We're going to nip out. We're going to speak to both we're going to nip out and speak to both, so we'll just... oh, wow.
I better move in.
Imagine.
Breathe in.
Imagine if that had come. Let's go. I'll be back in a minute.
So Tower's heading to the floor for the trophy presentation and the interviews, guys. But what a start for the first weekend of the grand final for us. We got 2 days off, Monday, Tuesday. But the Mad Turk is our first champion of the festival on the live stream. That is great result from him. And I'd like to throw everyone back. Last session of the day, yesterday. Ace King of Spades against Aces. The Mad Turk made an unbelievable fold pre-flop when his opponent had him covered. He got away from the Ace King of Spades, and if he put it in there against the Aces, would have probably been out. So I'm going to revert back to yesterday. He's played magnificently today, but that fold he made yesterday with the Ace King of Spades, he wouldn't be here right now with the trophy if he ended up going with the big slick suited. But he's happy, you can tell. I can't wait to actually watch this interview with the Turk and the Tower. We're going to get a few words from Adam as well, guys. But it's a good payday. He'll be happy with that. And we're just waiting for the main man to come down to the floor. But fantastic final table. Just getting the confirmed figure that the Mad Turk has cash for. £26,330. Adam Bonham second for £19,690. Let's go down to the floor with the Tower and Adam Bonham.
Adam Bonham. That was good to watch. What was it like sat down with these playing?
Well, fun to play with Tark. He's a character.
He is indeed. We had a few giggles because in the chat earlier in the day we've got Matt sat there and they're saying these are the brothers. The brothers, they're the Bonham brothers. They're going to be playing against all the table. No relation.
Nah, no relation.
No relation.
I know him though. He's a good guy, but no relation.
Yeah. Is this your biggest score? What's the plan? The Midi was a great effort. It's coming second in this one. It's about £20,000 just short of. So is this one of your biggest scores?
Yeah, it's a great score. I don't know what the plan is. We'll come play the main next week. We've got the ticket from the last longer and love the event. Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's all I got.
We've enjoyed watching you. Many congratulations. Seconds in the Midi. Top man, Mr. Adam Bonham. But here he is. This has been a long time.
Thank you. Can I just do something for Jay? Come on, Camellia. You come and go. That's for you, Jay.
And we need to know the next lines. Do you know when you fist pump on the flop?
Yes.
And you can still lose.
But I had that trust on the dealer.
You've been there and thereabouts for years and years. We were in Vegas when you were second for the bracelet. What does it mean lifting a trophy?
Tower, it means a lot because I've come second, third, fourth so many times. I was believing that I couldn't win anything. This was really good for me. Doesn't matter. It's a trophy is priceless for me.
Absolutely.
Because I wanted one trophy for a long time. I kept missing and missing and missing. No, it's got it.
Are you filling Layla's car up tonight?
Yeah. I'm bringing the food for her.
It's been a great watch, really enjoyed it, but I'm glad that ace-2 held, by the way, because there'd have been carnage.
It would have been, yeah. I would have killed the dealer.
We're going to get the trophy from Luke. This could be loud. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a massive round of applause for the winner of the Midi, the mad one, Yusul Eminoglu. One of the characters on tour, a fantastic character. Well done, sir. It's nice to have you in the winner's enclosure.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Jay, come, alien. Over to you.
You come and go. By the way, I haven't finished yet. Main event coming. This is just the beginning.
Love it. Love it.
What an interview. What a guy. You got to love Yusul, haven't you? How can you not love him? What a likeable character. And finally gets that trophy. Like he said in the interview, plenty of results. Seconds, thirds, fourth. We've seen him make countless final tables over the years.
Chameleon.
But finally getting over the line. 26k and change going in his back pocket. Really good final table. We had obviously the little missplit with the whole cards. It was only for a couple of hours because it was pretty quick. The back end of it, Tower, but Really good tournament.
Yeah, fantastic. Really, really good. And I know Jay can't do his job like he really does. An amazing job. But we're on the fix now, and we'll get it done. And we're back on what day are we back? Shall we have a couple of days off?
Yep.
So Monday, Tuesday, you lot can play the mini, the high roller cash out satellite, and the satellite for the main event as well. And also on Tuesday, the mini main, the PLO, and the cash out satellites that are going on. But we are back on the Wednesday, the 27th of November, with the mini main day 3 at 5:20, and then the high roller day 2 on the Thursday, and the final of that, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 250,000 guaranteed main event, grand final, the final event of the GUKPT for 2024. Please come back and join us in a couple of days to watch the smalls and get back down the M6 and the M1 and the A43 and the A38, and we'll see you back in Luton Wednesday at 5:20 for the mini main final. Well done, this lad. I know it's not the same without the cards.
To be fair, to be fair, when we got giveaways and we're chatting about nonsense like we are all the time, it flies by. So
just to finish off, did we find out what year it was?
2009.
Oh, I said that. I said 2009.
No,
Nailed it.
No, you never.
Nailed it.
You didn't.
So we'll see you on Wednesday, 5:20. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to you guys. You're amazing as always. Love you lots. And we'll see you Wednesday, 5:20. Ta-ta.
Good night.
Thank you, Kev.